Hello, my name is Brother Frank, and I welcome you to the 1792 Johannes Mueller House in Lititz. Today, I'm standing in the children's bedroom. Now, before the age of 3, Johannes Mueller and his wife Anna Maria's 4 children, Susanna, Elizabeth, Jacob, and John, slept downstairs in their parents' bedroom, and they would sleep in either a cradle or a trundle bed. Afterwards, they moved up to the second floor bedroom, which is where I am, and each child would have had his or her own bed. However, two small children could possibly sleep in the same bed. Now, if you're looking around the room, you probably do not see any closets. That was because the Moravian Church, which also served as the governing body of Moravian Lititz, did not allow closets because it was considered another room and you were subject to being taxed. So where would the children place all of their clothing, their shoes, and perhaps their bed linens? They would have stored them all here in this wardrobe called a cause. And there were pegs inside of the cause which actually allowed the children to hang up their clothes. Each child had his or her own way of dressing during this time period. Little girls would have dressed in a petticoat, colorful skirt, a kerchief, apron, and also this headpiece called a haba. If you notice on the haba, the headpiece, there is a colored ribbon. That colored ribbon was very important because it indicated your status as a young girl in Moravian society during this time. The little girl would have wore a red ribbon, and as she grew into a teenager and young single life, she would have wore a pink ribbon. When the girls got married, they would have then wore a blue ribbon. Boys would have worn these dresses until the age of 3 or 4, and then they would have worn long knee-length breeches and a linen shirt and a waistcoat. After the age of 15, boys could then wear long pants down to ankle length. In Moravian Lititz, it was very important for both boys and girls to get the same education. The Moravians believed that the better educated you are, the better you can serve the Lord. So on that note, boys and girls were educated in the basics of the Bible, literature, history, mathematics, and even music. But specifically for boys, the boys also prepared themselves for the world of work by training in a particular trade, such as carpentry, blacksmithing, or even owning a general store. For girls, they would actually learn how to stitch and sew and do needlework. And their work is proudly displayed in the home, on the walls, and they are linen samplers. And you'll see many of those on the wall as you tour our house. Aside from working in the household and also getting their education, boys and girls had time for play. So in this room, would have been their play area. Over here are these toys. Now, these are reproductions. However, these might have been the toys that boys and girls during the Moravian era might have played with during their spare time. They might have played with toys such as these wind-up toys like a carousel, a Jacob's ladder, spinning tops, even puzzles, trapeze toys, cradles with dolls, and even doll houses. Sometimes these walk-along toys like these lawn mowers right here. I hope you enjoyed your tour of the children's bedroom, and I look forward to talking more about our town's roots and also how Moravian adults and children lived and worked as you take a tour of the Johannes Mueller House.